It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Bills and the Colts, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, and come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll go again here with Taylor. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast when you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
Offense.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Back to throw. Pass complete, and that's Logan Thomas. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put Woods in motion. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Woods in motion. From the 50, he'll set him, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Heineke. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bills.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bills first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion comes Thomas. Throwing, Heineke. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Slot man in motion left. Now Heineke. He's got that to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's Heineke. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's Cook. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Third and goal. They'll throw with Heineke. He'll try to run, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Heineke. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw is Heineke. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Bills with the early advantage. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Third down, 3 to go. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Colts first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
They go right back to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Now, some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. He'll look to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. To return is Dallas Flowers. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. Before we get to this next drive, I want to take a look ahead what's coming up in prime time starting tonight. Sunday Night Football, 2 of the biggest surprises from last year in the NFL. Lions and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then on Monday night, it'll be the Dolphins and Rams in Southern California.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll look to throw again. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Touchdown number 9 for the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. And in motion, it's Diggs. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try and run here with Cook. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's Sam Martin now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor 1st punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass right side to Downs. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, it's Taylor. He'll dodge one would-be tackler, but wind up getting A nice gain of 6 on the play. Here's third down and a few inches. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he is going to have a Colts first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. In motion comes Thomas.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air one more time. Off he goes. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Joe Burrow leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top. in this second half coming up. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Heineke. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2. Heineke. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion comes Thomas. Throwing, Heineke. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. Here's Heineke. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Throw across his body is complete. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Buffalo. They'll throw with Heineke. That is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll look to throw yet again. Not a man, it's Thomas. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the Bills are going to get the football at their own 23.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Bills' offense about ready to take over once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Man in motion, it's Diggs. To throw is Heineke. He's looking deep for Shakir. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Diggs. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Now whistles and a timeout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch. And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Throwing is Heineke. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
A run out of the gun with Cook. And he's into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Colts about set to punt, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bills first down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Cook. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. In motion comes Thomas. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14. Now this time they'll look to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to...
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point try by Bass. The kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Downs goes in motion. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Colts about to kick this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Bills' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. But there is a flag down into the play, back by the quarterback. Let's see. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run with Cook. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. In motion comes Thomas. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
1st down and more inside the 15. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They put Woods in motion. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Roughing the passer, defense.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. And he will dive into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 7. A run up the middle with Cook. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A carry for Cook. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory.